In this video, I'm going to give you the exact roadmap, the blueprint of how I use Skool and GoHighLevel to generate over $18,994 in September. Before we get into the roadmap, I want to show you a checklist that I've created for you to help you to execute and build this system out for yourself. It literally takes you step by step through building this entire system that I'm about to show you. And in each step, it gives you the individual tasks that you need to complete to actually complete that step and mark that off, okay? We also give you the resources that you need to use to actually complete that task. So if you'd like to get access to this checklist, depending on where you're watching this video, you can either DM me the word checklist or you can click on the link in the description, okay? So let's head back over to the roadmap and let me walk you through the steps that I use to generate over $18,000 using Skool and GoHighLevel. So this is our community funnel. This is how we're doing this. So the money that we generated was a mixture of both MRR, monthly recurring revenue from our paid community, and high ticket sales for our Done For You service, where basically we help people launch, grow, and monetize their community. So this is the community funnel we use to do that. The first thing that we do is we need to drive traffic. So our main traffic sources are Facebook organic and YouTube traffic, and then now we're adding ads, and I'll show you that in just a second. We'll show you that process here in a second. Then we drive them into the free community. We have a free, and then we get people into a paid community or high ticket offer. And so once they join our free community, we have ways to follow up with those people. We'll show you a little bit more granular view of that in just a second. But basically, we're pointing people to our discovery call. On that discovery call, we decide if we can help the person with the problem that they're having, if they're bought into our community kind of funnel process. And then once we actually have that conversation, we decide if they want to go a little bit faster and accelerate the results and have us do it all for them, or if they want to do it themselves, go a little bit slower, would go into our paid community. So that's going to decide whether we offer them our high ticket offer or we downsell them into our paid community. And that's how we're generating that revenue, okay? Now, here's a more granular view of what happens when somebody comes and joins our free community. So let's walk through this for a second. So first of all, people, when they join the community, they have to answer our membership questions. So on our membership questions, we're capturing both phone and email, and then we're kind of asking them where they are in their journey as far as starting a community. Now, once they answer those questions, they're going to get a automated direct message from Skool, and we are promoting what we call our community launch call. So our free community is all about helping people launch a community and get their first 100 members. And so everything we do inside that community is towards that goal. All right, so our community launch call, which we'll talk about in just a second, that is what we try to get them on the call with this direct message. We also send them email and SMS nurture that's also trying to get those people on that same call. Inside of our courses, we have a Start Here course that drives people to the community. All the lessons inside of that course have a call to action to drive people to book a call. Also, the other courses inside the community, every single lesson has a call to action to book a call or upgrade to our paid community. Now, inside of our community, we also have a pinned post that pitches our community launch call. And I believe one of the reasons that it is such a successful call and we're booking at such a high rate is our positioning for that call. So the positioning of this call is very, very important. I'll kind of walk you through ours real quick. Like I said, the goal inside of our community is to help people get their community launched, get their first 100 members. So the fastest way for them to do that is to book their free community launch call. On that call, we're going to give them a ton of value. So this is the positioning. So this is not a sales call, and it's really not. We offer that if they want to discuss it, but we're really giving this value, and then we can transition to a strategy call, or we can even take that call and turn it into a sales call if they want. This is the positioning. So here's 3 very strong bullet points that are basically helping us to drive the value of this call. So step number 1, we're going to walk you through our community setup checklist. We built out a checklist. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. That takes people literally through this roadmap that I'm showing you right now. Also, so we're going to take them through that so they can get their community set up in 10 minutes. We're going to map out their free course and ultimate lead magnet so they can start growing their community today. We actually have a tool called GrowthWorks where we can talk to AI and they can spit out a roadmap for a free lead magnet, okay? And so we can do that on the call. It demos really well, and that also kind of creates that FOMO to actually pay for the paid community or get our help in doing it with our done for you service. And then finally, we're gonna give them a traffic strategy. This is a very quick and easy traffic strategy that they can use like right away to potentially get their first 100 members. And we're gonna share that with them on the call. So this sells the call really, really well. And I think that's why we're able to book so many calls with new members as they come into the community, okay? So that's driving home the value of that call. And again, inside of our community, when we do any posts, we also have a call to action to book a call. So we're booking a ton of calls. And then on those calls, basically, depending on how that conversation goes, we'll either offer them our done for you service, high ticket, or we'll downsell them into our paid community. All right, so that's the funnel. Now let's talk about the offer creation. So we have a very structured way of creating our offer, and we also use that tool, GrowthWorks, to help us kind of get this started. So this is what's called a product roadmap. And you can see it's a very structured approach. We've got 3 phases, and then each of the phases have 3 steps. So there's a good structured way to kind of think about your offer. This roadmap is going to be exactly how you take people from where they are, their current situation, to their dream outcome. So that's that step-by-step process that you're going to take people through in your program to help them get their desired results. From there, we can start to kind of pick out what we believe are the hot steps. So these are the things that when you're discussing your offer, probably your person that you're talking to are struggling with these different steps of the process. Those are the ones they're struggling with most. So for us, for example, a lot of people struggle with content creation. They also don't know how to set up a community so that it converts. They also don't know how to follow up their leads to actually get them on a call or convert them into a paid community. They don't know how to create or drive traffic, so they don't know how to create content or create ads that are going to convert. We kind of think about those things ahead of time, and then we can build what we call an offer one-sheeter. So when we're first launching, we like to launch the offer in what we call a beta program. Create an offer for a small group of people. Those small groups of people are going to get a discounted rate. They're also going to get more access to you. So the value is higher, but the price is lower for those people because you're building the program along with it. I am a huge proponent of selling things before you actually build it, because I don't want to go out and build a program, build a whole big course, and then I go out to sell it and nobody wants it, okay? So I want to sell that first, validate the idea, and then I'll actually build the offer or the program. So that's how we build the offer, both our high ticket offers, which is kind of where we like to start because you can get some more hands-on experience. You can build it with your customers. You can get case studies and testimonials, and then that helps you to build the do-it-yourself version of it, which can be inside of your paid community. So that's how we create the offer. Next is to create a system to generate leads. So to do that, we need a very strong lead magnet. Again, we're going to be using our product roadmap and our hot steps to kind of think about different ideas for this lead magnet, and then we can use AI tools to, again, help us brainstorm and ideate different ideas for those lead magnets. Once we come up with a really good idea, again, I don't want to build it until I know people want it. So then we will actually validate the idea. We can create social media posts. We can create videos on YouTube or short form. We can also send emails to our list to validate that somebody wants the lead magnet idea that we have. And then once we've validated the idea, we can build it as quickly as possible. And then we have a list of people that we can now reach out to with this lead magnet. And then inside, to get the lead magnet, they need to join our community and then to start going through that funnel I showed you earlier. Now, this is kind of the MVP version of the lead magnet. So lead magnets for the MVP version that work really well are things like checklists, cheat sheets, plug and play templates. AI prompts are huge right now, and we can create those really fast and then start driving people into the community. Ultimately, what we want to have inside of our community is what we call a transformational masterclass, or like a free course, okay? So there's a couple of different options that you can do for this. We use what I call a transformational masterclass. So this is where we bring people into our community. Remember, our goal of our community is to help people launch their community and get their first 100 members. And so this transformational masterclass is focused on that one step. Now, once they actually launch their community and get their first 100 members, that's going to give them a quick win. It's going to build some belief in them that they can actually accomplish their goals, and it's going to build goodwill, trust, and authority with us. and then that's going to create demand for our next step, which is the rest of our program. So this is just a small step, small win that's going to create demand for the next thing. And because we gave them that quick win, they're more likely to go with us for the rest of the program. All right, so now we have our funnel, we have our offer, we have our lead magnet to grow, to get people into the community. Now we got to drive traffic. So let's talk about driving traffic. If we go back to our product roadmap, again, we have 3 phases here, and then we have 3 steps in each stage. Okay, so let's talk about the content creation portion of this. So we have AI tools that help you to build this stuff out. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to create a training for 3 stages in the process. So for us, it would be launching your community, growing your community, and monetizing your community. So we can do a training on each one of those, okay? We can also do a training on the entire process. So once we have those trainings, it's a great way to build your audience. Once you've established your audience, now you can actually turn these trainings into more of a conversion mechanism where you make an offer at the end of the training, and then that's how you sell people into your paid membership or get people on a call to sell them into your high ticket. Now, once you have these trainings created, and we have, again, AI tools that help you to do this faster and easier, but once you have these created, you now have 4 trainings that you can use over and over again, and really all you need to do is just change the angle or the hook that you promoted on, and you don't really have to create any new content ever again, okay? So that's pretty cool. You create all this content up front, and you can use it forever. Now, another cool thing about this is the way we kind of do this is we promote it on social media. We get people to raise their hand and show they're interested in these trainings. And now we have a list of people that we can reach out to after we do the trainings to invite them into our communities to get the replay. Okay, so that's another way that we can actually grow our community. Also, from these trainings, if you think about it, like for instance, this masterclass, we're typically probably going to teach you about how to launch a community, how to grow a community, how to monetize it. So that's 3 little teaching points that we have inside of that one training. And each of these will have probably going to do 3 to 5 teachings. So each of those trainings, each of those little steps in the training can now become content that we can repurpose. We can turn each of those steps into an individual short form video. We can turn each of those steps into a longer form like YouTube video. We can also take the transcripts from that entire training, and then we can create different social media posts from that. We can create emails, and that is how we can take one piece of content and turn it into a ton of other different pieces of content. We show you how to do that in our actual traffic system. So that's the organic traffic system, and this is great to get you started and get people into your funnel, start to become profitable. And once we have that, and we know that that organic system is cranking and working really well to book calls and also bring in clients, then we want to reinvest that money into ads. And the way we do ads is very, very simple, okay? So basically our ads become our lead magnets, okay? So our lead magnet people that we validated organically and actually is working to generate leads, get people in our funnel, and then our transformational masterclass. And so we can create ads around those 2 lead magnets to drive people into our free community. That's where they're going to start going through this call booking system that we showed you earlier. And then also, so this is going to not only, we're going to have organic coming through the system, we're also going to have that paid traffic coming into the system, okay? And we can get people in, we're getting people into our free community around $3. So that's pretty damn good if we can, and we can turn that up once we start seeing the profits coming in from the paid traffic too. We can really scale that pretty easily. Now, also, once we actually have this system going, we're going to be driving a lot of traffic to this About Us page. So you can put your pixel on your About Us page or your landing page, and then you can retarget those people with a simple ad. It's basically going to be a VSL similar to this, and then we can drive them to our paid community, and we can get people to join our paid community, because now we're actually targeting these warm leads, and we just want to get them a great offer, and then they'll join our paid community. All right, so this is literally the exact same roadmap that I followed to generate $18,994 in September using Skool and GoHighLevel. And if you'd like to get that checklist that's going to help you to execute on this entire roadmap and build this system for yourself, either DM me the word checklist or click the link in the description to join our free community and get the checklist. And if you like this video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.